Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Dr. Seema.
Yeah, I'm Seema Sharma from Assam Downtown University. Ma'am, yesterday's session was really, all the sessions were very fruitful. We had lot of takeaways. Many of the things that we have learned yesterday were new to us. Especially, I will say for me, many things were there that I was not aware and I have learned about it. And would be very happy if you could have some demonstration of the tools that has been discussed by some of the speakers so that we can get a detailed insight into it and can have a better understanding and can apply them in our teaching learning process, ma'am.
Sure, we will take care of that thing, and in the coming sessions, we will do that.
Thank you, ma'am.
So only one more person, if anybody wants to say something. Zakia, are you there? You want to say something? Dr. Zakia, can you say a few words?
Yeah.
Are you there, Dr. Zakia? Yes, Dr. Guni Khan, you want to say something? Dr. Divya Pandey?
Hey, Professor Sanjana. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. All well. Good to see you.
Yeah. So
We are starting the session. So before that, if you want to say a few words, most welcome.
The session was really very nice, especially the second half. And I'm looking forward. In fact, in the feedback form also, I mentioned that looking forward for a very fruitful, journey for next 13 days.
That's nice.
Thank you so much for organizing it. All the best.
Much. I request everyone to please open their video so that we can click one photograph, good photograph. Thank you so much.
Good morning, Sanjana.
I will come back.
I'm Zakia. This problem in my connection actually made. It's really very nice. Your program is going so well. I'm so happy to see you here. And all participants, good morning. Senior speakers, good morning. It's really very well organized and very fruitful session for all those who are not aware with these kind of tools. Especially for me, I'm not at all oriented on these tools. It's a new thing for me, Sana, and thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to.
Thank you, Dr. Zakia. Thank you so much. So just one photograph and then we will start our session as our speaker is already there. So Rashmi Soni, can you open your video? Dr. Bedia, please open your video. Dr. Seema, Dr. Gunjan, Dr. Rajbala. Dr. Brijesh, are you there? Please open your video because one closed video will not look nice in the photograph. Dr. Rashmi Soni, are you there? Dr. Rajbala, please open your video. Rashmi Soni, Dr. Brijesh, your close camera is not looking nice.
What are the
yes, I am very much there. Just a minute.
Intricacies of that?
So basically, Dr. Neha, please click one photograph. You also. All the moderators are requested to click one photograph from their behalf. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. So, Dr. Komal, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
So, can we go ahead, please start the session?
Sure, ma'am. So, good morning, everyone. On the behalf of MIT University, Haryana, I am pleased to welcome you all on the second day of the refresher course. I am Komal Agarwal. I am working as a clinical audiologist at Department of Audiology and Speech Language Pathology, MIT Medical School. Okay, I hope all of you found yesterday's session very informative and insightful. I wish today's session will provide you with valuable information and provide some practical knowledge that all you can apply in your professional life. So we have an exciting information session planned for you. So let's get started. Today we will be discussing about adapting to new technologies and applying digital skills and competencies in teaching. After the presentation, we will have a question answer round where all the participants can ask their questions. And finally, we will wrap up with some key takeaways and closing remarks. Before we begin, let's quickly go over how can actively we participate in today's session. To encourage active participation, I request all the participants to keep their camera on. Further, we have a chat box option feature available for you all to ask questions, share your thoughts, and engage with us throughout the session. Further, without ado, I am honored to introduce our esteemed speaker, Dr. Mohammed.
Dr. Komal, just wait for a minute before you introduce. I just wanted to say good morning and welcome to all the participants to the second day of this refresher course on digital skills and competencies for teachers with special focus on MOOCs and e-content development. Just a quick recap of yesterday's program that we had an excellent inaugural session wherein experts, our Vice Chancellor, Professor P.B. Sharma, Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Vikas Madhukar, Dr. Amin Trupani, who is the Joint Director from Association of Indian University. Then address was there by Dr. B. Sardaj, who is the Director, Commonwealth Education Media. Then address by Dr. Briju Thankachan, who is an Executive Director, Educational Technology Society of India and ex-visiting faculty of IIT Mumbai, and our chief guest, Professor S.N. Shiridharam. So they were during the inaugural session, and inaugural session went very well. And after that, we had an excellent sessions by Dr. Sophia, Dr. Meera Iyer, and Ms. Shubha Maulik, who were discussing on the topic digital advanced literacy and tools for teaching and learning. So all the sessions were too good and captivating and full of examples to enhance the digital skills among all the faculty members and research scholars. And many relevant questions were also posted by participants and were answered by our esteemed speakers, which made the platform very vibrant and lively. Today also we have a great renowned academician with us, respected Dr. Mohammed Suhail, who is a Deputy Dean, Britannia University, Malaysia, and who would be taking a session on the sub-theme of the day, adopting to new technologies and applying digital skills and competencies in teaching. So looking forward to have a great and fruitful session today. And may I have a pleasure of inviting Dr. Suhail. Before that, I request Dr. Komal to just read his brief profile. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, to give us a brief about the yesterday's session. I hope everyone can, connect today's session with yesterday's session. So I am delighted to introduce our esteemed speaker, Dr. Mohammed Suhail Mina. He has been in the field of education, teaching, training, and education management for more than 17 years. His core expertise include quantitative, qualitative research, and data analysis. He has started his academic career in 2007 as an English lecturer in Dhaka Vigyan College. In 2009, he was promoted to senior lecturer and head of department in the same university. In 2013, he joined as academic manager in Olympia College, Malaysia. He has also worked at IHM College as a head of academic.
Well, your audio is not very clear. Can you come a little closer? You're not very audible.
Ma'am, is it better now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please speak loud.
Sure, ma'am. So I was about to introduce our esteemed speaker. So far I have given how he has started his academic career. He started his academic career in 2007. Later on, in 2009, he was promoted to senior lecturer and head of department. In 2013, he joined as academic manager in Olympia College, Malaysia. He has also worked at IHM College as head of academic from 2017 to 2020, where he was involved in quality assurance of academic programs, new programs development, and providing training to academic staffs. Besides attending international conferences, seminars, he has also published several research papers in reputed and high-impact journals. He has completed his Doctor of Philosophy in Management from University of Kuala Lumpur in 2021. He was honored with Best Lecturers Award in 2009 and Best Teacher Award in 2014. Currently, he is working with Brittany University as a Deputy Dean. Thank you so much, sir, for your presence. Over to you.
A very warm welcome to you, Dr. Mohammad Suhail, and thank you for accepting our invite. We are so grateful to you. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sanjana and MIT University for inviting me. Right, and thank you, Dr. Kamal, for a very kind introduction. In fact, it was very broad. All right, I hope I given the access to share my screen.
Yes.
Right, am I audible? And
yes, perfectly fine. Perfect.
Yes, sir.
All right. Probably while I'm talking, I will switch off my video, and from time to time we'll have a Q&A. By this time, if anybody got any clarification, can put the question in the chat box. Yeah. All right, let's start. The topic is digital skills and competencies for teachers with a special focus on MOOCs, which is a massive open online course and e-content development. In fact, the topic is very, very broad. So what I will do today, I will focus on the two areas. One of the area that when we are developing e-content as a facilitators, there are important aspects on the accessibility. So I'll be sharing with all of us here how to maximize the accessibility. And the second part, I will share some tools whereby it will help all the academicians to make our life easy and to develop some quality e-content for our students. Yeah. So this will be a more towards a sharing session, right? I will be facilitating. The area that we focus, the first area, creating accessible materials. I'll be following a concept of STOP, which was developed by Sandy Venistas in 2019. In fact, it's not only the Sandy Venista and her team from the Oak West County Council, and also followed up by some other resources persons from various universities, inclusive of Reading University in Malaysia. All right. So by end of the session, we are expected to have these outcomes, right? Like describe how someone using a screen reader navigates the text content, how to create an accessible text document, describe the differences between functional and decorative images, using effective images insert effectively, use construct to check the accessibility of color combinations, identify alternatives to using the colors and convey information, to understand why you might use a different media types as a teaching and learning tools, list of the requirements to make audio and video accessible, how to design accessible slides, to use accessible practices when presenting, and how to identify techniques and strategies for improving the accessibility of presentations. These all are the areas we need in our day-to-day academician, as academician in our academic life. Besides, as I mentioned, sharing some tools and how to use these tools to develop e-content. So this CAP, which is the structure, color contrast, use of images, links, especially how to insert the hyperlinks in our presentation, and plain English, what is the function of it, and the table structure, which is known as STOP. As I mentioned, that this was developed by the Oakshire County Council in 2019. The lead was Sandy Venista, let's listen first. What was the purpose of it doing it?
Having some basic do's and don'ts and helpful tips about how to structure the information that we present either on web pages or in documents can make a huge difference, not just to people like me who can't see, but also to staff who are dyslexic, and who have various other print needs that perhaps people wouldn't be aware of. And what is exciting about Sculpt is that Helen, who has very much masterminded it, has really thought about not just the need, has really thought about not just the needs of the end user, but also how to support staff quickly and easily to produce information that is just easy to navigate and to use. And that's what's exciting about it. It's exciting for me because I get a better quality of page and text and layout, but also I think it's exciting for staff who I believe genuinely want most of the time to do the best they can in terms of making their information easy to follow and easy to access. But there's so much information out there, people can feel swamped, whereas with Sculpt there's a very quick and easy way to really produce quality information that's accessible for everybody.
All right, so that's the basic of why we need to focus on the Sculpt as an. Sorry. So that's the basic purpose why we need to have the Sculpt in our day-to-day life of teaching and learning and sharing, right? Also, one of the ways that the academicians nowadays to share is online and offline. Especially after the pandemic, the idea of online become more and more popular, right? Even today we are having the session virtually. So the Sculpt, the first one is the structure. So in the structure, in a Word or PDF or even the PowerPoint, what to do? So in a PowerPoint, to create a reader or the content in our slides, or web designer use the headings or the style to structure or to organize the content. That's important. How to do it? Heading style, the home tab and other areas, which I will be showing you after this. So these are the area how to find it and why to do it. This is important for us as an academician to make it easier for the screen reader to read document in a logical order so that they are not confused. Organize the information in your Word document into the small chunk with the headings and subheadings. Ideally, each headings would include only a few paragraphs, so the information is better organized as well as easier to read and understand. Let's see this on how to do it. This is some of the screenshot from the Word, the headings and structures. These are from Microsoft PowerPoint. I will be sharing this video as well on how to do it using PowerPoint.
A screen reader helps PowerPoint users with a vision or reading disability better understand the slide content. Place content in the intended reading order so the screen reader reads the items correctly. On the Home tab, select New Slide. Pre-existing templates provided with PowerPoint already maintain an accessible reading order. Select a layout, add text, images, and other content. Note, if slide items are rearranged, the reading order may no longer match the visual order. On a custom or modified slide, the reading order may be different from how the items are visually laid out. Users will not understand the content if the screen reader reads the items out of order.
Picture 22. Rectangle 7. Text box 2. Customer-focused approach. Text box 18. Robust product line. Text box 17. Commitment to innovation. Text box 19. 30 years of great customer service.
To set the reading order, go to the Review tab. Select the Check Accessibility drop-down, then Reading Order pane. Group items together with Control-click, then Control-G. Give alt text to the group that helps users understand the content. items are read from top to bottom order. Select and drag the item to its new spot to match the visual layout order. If an item is not important for understanding the meaning of the slide, uncheck to exclude it. Read the items in the pane from top to bottom to double-check the order. Now, screen reader users will read the slide content in the same order as sighted users.
That is for the PowerPoint, and then we can see how to do the same thing for structure maintaining in the Word.
Clear, well-formatted headings can go a long way toward making sure your Word documents meet global accessibility standards. Many people use screen readers to create a list of headings so they can skim the document to find the content they want.
Heading list dialog. Headings list view. Report scope: 1 of 9.
But this type of navigation works only when the document's author uses heading styles. Screen readers and text-to-speech tools are programmed to recognize them. To add a heading style to text in Word, select the text, choose the Home tab in the ribbon, and in the Styles box, pick the heading style you want. When you save your document in another format for download, such as HTML or PDF, Word retains the heading styles so everyone can still get the benefits of your headings. And remember, when you're writing headings, keep them short, specific to the information that follows them, and clear to someone new to the topic. For more tips on creating accessible content, visit aka.ms/accessible.
All right, so before I move to the C, or color and contrast, so you guys so far can follow me how to develop structure. I can't add more software like Excel and all because we got the constraint in the time. So far, is it okay? Can you guys follow? Any question? If no question, just put no in the chat box so I know that no questions. And no need to open the mic and talk because it will be messy of 94 participant with us. Yeah. All right.
As of now, it's very clear, Dr. Mohammed Suhail. So I think we can go ahead.
All right. Thank you very much. I can see a lot of no. That's very good that you can follow. Now, the second part is the color and contrast. This is very important. I will give you some example, then you know why. What to do in our e-content, we need to ensure that the color is not only the means of conveying the information, it got to be used as sufficient contrast for the text and background of the colors. So how to find it? To find insufficient color contrast or use the accessibility checker. So I will be showing a demo. You also can look for a text in your document that's hard to read or distinguish from the background. Why to do it? People who are blind or have the low vision or the color blind might miss out of the meaning conveyed by the researchers or colors alone. So use another distribution factors. So if your document has the right level of contrast between the text and the background, more people can see and use the content. So how to do it? Let's see one of the videos again.
For everyone, and especially for learners with visual impairments, there should be strong visual contrast between the text presented in the document and the background. Color should also not be used to convey meaning, as learners with color deficiencies will not understand it. This, however, does not mean that you cannot use colors. Do not use colors alone to convey meaning in your document. Here is a bad example of the use of color. This is another bad example on the use of color. Click on the green box to continue or the red box to go back. Finally, we have a bad example on the use of contrast.
In this podcast, we're going to look at how to check a Microsoft Word document to make sure that it has no accessibility issues. And you can do that using Microsoft's built-in accessibility checker. That is located under the File menu. So if you go up here to the right, click on File, and right on the Info tab, there's a tab that says Check for Issues. If you click on the pull-down arrow here and go down to Check for Accessibility, it will run an accessibility check on your document. And when it does that, it pops open a panel over here on the right, the accessibility checker panel. And it's showing right now that there are no issues with this document. Now, I will do some other videos that show some that actually have some issues identified and then what you can do to resolve those. But this is what a document should look like if it passes accessibility checker.
All right. So this is one of the examples that out of three charts, the first one, if you want to determine the number of the student or the student devices preferences, this is much more better compared to this. So the second and third, compared to second and third, the first example got a better color contrast, right? So it increases the visibility. This is another example. If you look into these, if any reader or any audience has got a very low vision, then perhaps they might not get this compared to the fourth. So these are some of the examples, the importance of color contrast. This is another example. If you put the background is black and the font color is red, it doesn't really stand out. While the other one is white color font in the background of the black, it stands out. Yeah. So these are some of the bad examples. It doesn't really stand out, while there are some good examples as well. So when you are creating the content for the audiences, it doesn't matter how good content we develop. It won't serve our purposes if our audience don't get easy, and it will be even worse if they get they misunderstand the content. Yeah. All right. So the next is the use of images. Yeah. So there are many purposes. There are many messages we can convey using the images. So include alternative text or with all the visuals. Visuals content includes the picture, smarter graphics, or different shapes, groups, charts, or embedded objects, ink, or etc. How to find it? I will be showing you in a video later on. Why to do it? So alternative text is used to provide an alternative description of the image for those people who are unable to view it. These may include people with the visual impairments, or we use the screen readers, as well as the people using text-only browsers. This is also useful if the image fails to load properly. Yeah. So avoid using the text images as the sole method of conveying important information. If you must use an image within a text sheet to repeat the text, so that use of image with the text, it maximizes the text messages that you are trying to convey. Let's see one of the videos on how to maximize this.
Since alt text can be read by screen readers, blind and low vision users rely on it to fully understand your content. You can add alt text to pictures, clip art, charts, tables, shapes, smart art graphics, embedded objects, and even audio and video files. To add alt text to a picture, shape, chart, or smart art graphic, right-click on the object and choose Format Picture. In the Format Picture panel, choose the Layout and Properties icon. Then choose Alt Text. Add a title for your object, then a description. In this example, we want to explain that this image is a map and describe what it shows. Here are a few guidelines for writing alt text. Use alt text to convey the important content or function of the object. Be succinct. Typically, a few words are all you need, though sometimes a short sentence or two might be appropriate. And since screen readers generally say what type of content the object is, you don't need phrases like image of, table of, or link to. To add alt text to a table, right-click the table, choose Table Properties, and then select the Alt Text tab. In the description box, enter an explanation for the table. When you're done, click OK. And remember, if you think your audience needs more information than you can comfortably fit in the alt text, consider adding descriptive text to the document itself, either next to or below the object. For more about creating accessible documents, visit aka.ms/accessible.
Watch another video how to improve image accessibility in our PowerPoint. The other one was in Word file.
If you need to work with charts, graphs, and pictures in PowerPoint slides, make sure your images and graphics are accessible to those with a vision or reading disability. To make visual elements like charts more accessible, use high contrast colors like black or dark blue on a white background, or white on a dark gray background, and add alt text with a description of your chart, graph, or picture. Specific details help someone who relies on a screen reading program to go through your slides. Select the image or graphic, and then right-click and select Edit Alt Text. In the description box, type your alt text. Good alt text says what the image is about and summarizes its main points. A screen reader also reads the contents of the notes pane, so that's another good place to add information about the slide. And if you add a picture or clip art with text on the image, make sure to add alt text in the image description. Finally, if you're layering multiple images and elements on a slide, group them into a single image. This will help people who use screen readers to make sense of these images. Select each element, and then select Format, Group, Group. And don't forget to add your alt text.
All right. So before we go to the next, while we are developing our PowerPoint, if we put too much information in a slide, the visuality may be lowered. The audience may not get it. So what we can do, if we would like to provide additional information, we can use the alt text here. All right. So far, is there any question or okay, not okay? You can put in the chat box. Yeah.
Yes, sir. We have one question.
All right, yeah. From Arnav, is there any quick way to arrange a better color combination with the use of primary color wheel in a presentation? Please post. Okay. The quicker way, when you start using Microsoft, basically we are using less than 10% of the function. 90%, most of us are not, those are not professional, not aware of. So the quicker way is to practice more, and the color contrast you can test yourself, right? And you also can help. There are some websites nowadays. I will be sharing with you guys if I have the time later on. But in general, if you're not very expert on using the different functions of Microsoft Word or PowerPoint, the easier way to see the clarity of the picture. And as you can see, the white background and the black color font. So this is another way. The other way is to check the accessibility. So hope this answer helped you. Is there any other question? So for now. All right.
No,
so
sir,
if there is,
proceed.
all right. If no question, just put no, or you can just share chat box. So the next is functional versus decorative images. For different purposes, for our illustration purposes of our various notes or subject matter, we use images. Now, some of the images just got functional, whether the other image doesn't really relate to our topic. More towards we're using as a decorative purpose. So the question is, does your image serve a functional purpose? In other words, is it conveying information to your students? That's one of the purposes. The other one is, does your image serve more towards a decorative purpose? In other words, it is primarily design element or way to break up the text, but does not convey anything related to your content. For example, if we look into these pictures, are you guys, can you share with me this is, let's say, the picture number 1 and picture number 2. So could you please put in the chat box, picture number 1, is it decorative or indicative? Or how about the page number, the image number 2? There are 2 images. So this image is image 1, the other one is image number 2. So is this a decorative or functional? Number 2, is it decorative or functional? So you can put number 1, decorative or functional, number 2, decorative or functional. You can see a lot of responses. Yeah. A lot of responses are coming in. All right. So Alibaba.com is an e-commerce website from China. So basically, it's an e-commerce, and they are using different products. Alibaba is a e-commerce platform. So if you note, the first thing is doesn't really tell you about this, more towards decorative, whereby the other one they are telling you exactly probably a shirt, a men's jacket, or a coffee bean. So it shows it. So it is functional. I mean, it's purely related to this image, whereas the first one is more towards decorative. It doesn't really relate to the content. Yeah, good. I think most of you have responded. So while using or developing our content, so we are using images. One is for the decorative purposes, the other was the functional. So functional images actually reduce a lot of wordings. Instead of using a lot of words, sometimes we see the slide full of the lines, and even some of the lines are too small, we can't read it. So we can use image to explain it further. All right, so let's move in the next one. Stop. Next one is L, or hyperlink. What to do? Add a meaningful hyperlink text to the screens. While we are taking classes, we have a limited time frame. Some of the classes 45 minutes, some of the class 1.5 hours, some of the class 3 hours. Even the 3 hours class, you got some breaks and all. So got time limitation. So in this constrained time, you might not be able to show details of a particular topic. So what we can do, we can insert hyperlink in our presentation, even in the Word file. So how to find it? If you want to see, instead of using, click here, include the title of the page, and I will be showing you in a video. It will be more clear. Why to do it? People who use the screen readers sometimes just scan the list of the links in a document or web page. The links would then be read on their own or out of the context away from the full text. This means the links need to be given a clear and accurate title about where the link is going to. Let's look into this video. Perhaps it will be giving more clarification.
If you have hyperlinks in your document, changing their display text to ordinary language can make them much easier to understand for users who rely on screen reading programs. Here's a typical URL in the text of a document. For a sighted user, this might seem fine, but if you rely on a screen reader or text-to-speech program, it might read out the URL one letter at a time, like this.
http://www.nps.gov/olem/planearvisit/lodging.htm link.
You can make hyperlinks more accessible by changing their display text to something more natural and meaningful. Just right-click the hyperlink on the page, then choose Edit Hyperlink. When you select the link like this, Word automatically copies it into the Edit Hyperlink dialog. But we can change the display text to ordinary language that people and screen readers can more easily understand. In the Text to Display box, we'll type National Park Reservations, and we'll click OK. Now users who rely on screen readers will have a much better idea of where this link is sending them.
National Park Reservations, link.
One last thing to keep in mind. When adding display text, avoid phrases like click here or learn more. People who rely on screen readers often browse a list of the article's links to get an idea of its content. If the display text for all those links is the same generic phrase, it could sound something like this.
Click here, link. Click here, link. Click here, link.
Not very helpful. For more on creating accessible documents, visit aka.ms/accessible.
So this we can insert the hyperlink not only in the Word file, we can also do in PowerPoint. So instead of just only inserting the website link, it will be too big, and sometimes the audiences or the students don't know what is all about. So if you can write a brief introduction, it's what all about this, it will be more helpful instead of just writing, inserting the full website link or just click here, click here. If you give an intro, it will be more helpful. All right, Arnav said that I was also expecting to get an answer regarding the complementary colors of the harmony among the. Right. So regarding the complementary color or the harmony among the color, as an academician, you can decide your own. There is no formula that you must use that and that, right? All we want to make sure that while we are presenting something in our e-content, that it doesn't construct, it doesn't blur, it doesn't look very blur, so that because sometimes we are so engrossed in developing, we forget about this part, that if we do not make our content visually sharp, the audiences might not get the
one question is there on the screenshot. That this question is from Arnob. He's asking, is there a quick way to arrange a better color combination with the use of primary color wheel in a presentation?
There's no quicker way. As this is what I was trying to explain. There is no quicker way that the developer or the teacher need to decide by their own. So I gave you some few examples that I mean, the black color font, white color background stands out, whereby the gray color and the black color doesn't that much stand out compared to the other one.
Okay. Fine.
Or not, if there's any other question, probably you can put in the chat box. I will try to come back later on. All right. So the next one is the plain English. You see, this is what I'm repeating, that it doesn't matter how excellent our content is, if our audiences doesn't understand, it defeats all the purposes, right? So to make sure that you have a written with the reader in mind, so the reader is a bachelor or master's or PhD, right? You need to bear in mind first before writing the content. Right. One of the tips that to check if your text makes sense, is not clear to understand, read it out loud, or some to consult with probably your peer colleagues. Right. So the complex language can be very difficult for some people, or especially where the English is not the first language, it's in the subcontinent countries like India, Pakistan, or Bangladesh, or for those who are learning difficulties in reduced cognitive abilities. So how to write this plain English? As I mentioned, that you need to bear in mind who are your audiences. Are you developing the content for a bachelor or even the high school or even the master's? So based on that, you need to determine, because you need to put yourself in the shoes of the audiences, the students, at the level of the students. Because I believe here, the academician from the various levels. So you need to bear in mind plain English. The next is table or structure. We use a lot of tables or structure in our presentation or even the Word file, especially preparing reports or a student while they are writing their assignment or other things. So what to do, use a simple table structure and use a column and headers. How to find it, you can also visually scan your tables to check that they don't have any completely blank rows or columns. You can easily find out to make sure that the table don't contain split cells, merged cells, or nested tables, or use the accessibility checker. Why to do it? Badly created tables can cause difficulties for the screen readers or for those who are leveling through the information on a web page or document. It may provide confusion. It may give a wrong meaning. If table is not nested within another table, or if the cell is not merged or split, the screen reader cannot provide the helpful information. Blank cells in a table could also mislead a screen reader into thinking that there is nothing more about this table, right? And the screen readers also use header information to identify the rows and columns, right? Now, let's look into one of the videos, how to make accessible tables in a Word file.
Tables that include nested tables, split cells, or merged cells can trip up even the best screen reading programs. Here are a few ways to check the accessibility of your tables. First, try navigating all the way through your table using only the Tab key. If you can tab smoothly through the table, cell by cell and row by row, a screen reader should have no trouble with it. In English language tables, the Tab key should move from left to right, starting in the top left cell and ending in the bottom right. Next, consider the use of a designated header row for your table. Designated header rows make it easier for a screen reader to navigate your table, and some screen readers will call out the name of a row or column before reading the data. To designate a row as a header, select it, then right-click and select Table Properties. Select the Row tab and check Repeat as Header Row at the top of each page. Also, be sure Allow Row to break across pages is unchecked. While you've got the Table Properties window open, it's a good time to check your table's alt text. Select the Alt Text tab and make sure the alt text is clear, descriptive, and concise. Once your header row and alt text are ready, choose OK. A common stumbling block for accessible tables are split cells, where two cells occupy the space of a single cell. In this column, we've got a split cell that might cause problems for a screen reader. To merge these split cells into a single cell, we'll select them, right-click, and choose Merge Cells. For more about creating accessible documents, go to aka.ms/accessible.
All right. Now, this is confirmed that developing contents for our students is not easy so far. Right? It is very, very difficult. Right? Now, when we have so much of hard work, we develop contents, and if we do not look into these small things that I have just shared, all of us here, that our hard work may go waste because of the silly areas based on the SCALP theme that I have shared, developed by Sandy Dennistas and her team, that all of our hard work may not be fruit. Now, I don't think we can practice now because this is one of the area that in my session we do, because only listening or seeing will get probably 10 to 15%, while we practice probably we'll get it 60 to 70% of it, right? So I'm not going to practice here today. Probably you can do it because the session is recorded. They can do it at home because we got some other areas to share, right? So this is the SCALP theme that I have shared in order to maximize the accessibility of the content that we develop. Do you have any other question before I move to the other areas? I will be sharing some of the tools that will help us to create our content. If no question, just put no in the chat box, so I know that there is no question.
As I can see in chat box, there is no other question posted.
All right. All right, I think I shall move on to the next. So there are some websites that you can easily convert your documents from different areas. Let me share one of these that will also help us. Probably some of you know already. You can use this website, I love PDF, for merging or split or compress or convert. Especially academicians need a lot of documents for converting, sometimes PDF to PowerPoint or PDF to Word or JPEG to PDF and all. So this website address I can also share in the chat box. Yeah. Right. The next thing I would like to share some of the areas like this is the website. You can do all these functions here for converting documents and all. The next thing I would like to share, these are some of the tools that we need to use day-to-day life to make our life easier. So the number one is Answer the Public. Let me share the website and see what is the function of this Answer the Public website.
All these tools are free of cost, isn't it, Mohammed Suhail?
The first one I show you is a free of cost. This one also got a free version and also paid version. For basic uses, the free version is more than enough. Now, let's say this is the website, Answer the Public website. Let's say I want a document on strategic management because I want to develop some content and all. So I want some materials. So the moment you search it, it will appear like this. Yeah, it is generating.
Dr. Sohil, there's one more question. The participant is asking that whenever they use the website to convert any Word document to PDF or any PDF to Word document, there is a chances that you miss out some of the information. So they're asking that what else can be used in that case?
It is true that sometimes it's missed out, but the website I shared, I've been using almost for some time, and this is one of the websites that giving the most accurate things. So probably you can use this. You can try this website if you do not didn't use it before. All right. So the next is this is the what we call Answer the Public. I was searching a topic on strategic management, and you see how many hundreds of thousands it appeared in the search result. Plus, I want to zoom it one of the area. Let's say the first one. I click here. So you can see here the strategic decision making refers to this, and you will give you some of the articles, journals, and all. If you go some others, they will give you some probably the other website related to this topic, right?
But what is the difference? Like when we search on the Google, the same thing highlighted.
No.
So
no.
what is the basic difference between both the things?
All right. Now, when we are searching in the normal search engine like Google or some others, it will give you a lot of website links. Here, it will give you the website link. It will give you some of the journals articles. It will also give you some PDF or some PowerPoint slides. You can try one by one. See, and you can zoom it. Which one you need? For example, how to plan strategic management. If you need it, you can click. If not, you don't click. Right? But if you want to do Google, you have to go so many pages. You can get everything in one page. Yeah, this is one of the excellent tools. You can use it. Yeah, for creating content. Yeah.
So we have a question from the Manjari
All right.
Pandey.
Is there any
So-
method for converting scanned PDF to editable Word? Scanned PDF. Scanned PDF, sometimes it becomes OCR. So there's different tools you use. At the moment, I don't know. Probably I love PDF. This one you can try. I'm not sure whether it will work or not. Because sometimes scanned PDF is considered an image. All right, so this is the first tools I wanted to share. The second one, I got few actually. The second one is the daily page. Daily page is like this. Share. So this is an example of daily page. What you can do here. This is more towards a diary. So those you want to maintain it online instead of hard copy and all, you can use it. The next tool that I wanted to share is, let me explain here. Because I will focus 3 last that will help us in our research. This one you can take a screenshot because I'm not going to show you.
We can't hear you, Mohammed Suhail. We can't hear you.
My mic is
Can you hear
on,
Dr.
right?
Neha? Dr. Neha, can you hear?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear.
He's audible.
Okay,
Audible.
I think there is some problem in my system.
I can hear you, Dr. Sanjana. I can hear you clearly. Yeah. All right, so audience can
Okay,
hear
fine,
me, right?
thank you.
Yes, yes, yeah. All right, good. Now, I can share you the link for all these that answer the public. I have shown you. This is one of the area. It's like mind mapping things. You can key in your key topic, and it will give you all kind of results. You will find PowerPoint. You will find some journals articles. You will also find the website link. You will find some images related to the topic you are looking for. The next one is what you got. Daily page is kind of diary, right? You can The other one is Jinga Software Grammarly, that is help us for our grammar check, right? You have free version. You got a subscribed version. Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox. These are also some of the important tools that help us to store our documents. Google Scholar, mainly for the journal articles for the researcher. This is a free version. Yeah. Mendeley is software using for the doing citations. You can search more on it. The Mendeley is a software, but nowadays Mendeley also is developing the database. So if you want to look for any journal article, you can look into the Mendeley. ResearchGate is another very famous. I'm sure that most of you know at this stage that you can get some networking with other researchers. You can get some articles and all. You can share your own article as well there. Same goes for academia.edu. Right. Academia.edu is also a good platform for the articles, journals, even the textbooks are also available. They got a free the town. These all of us are familiar here. There are a lot of controversies nowadays, but let me tell you this about the ChatGPT. It's a kind of very sharp knife, which is very useful in our kitchen. At the same time, it can be dangerous if we use for some other purposes. Yeah. So a lot of debate is going on how to check on the what do you call the software like Turnitin, and also they're also working on how to detect AI language for the plagiarism and all, right? So for me, if I want to search something, this is one of the best way. So as long as we use it in a positive way, right? So this is one of the good tool, I would say so far. Okay, there's some question. It looks okay. From Dr. Stad, I think these tools instead of oh yeah, sorry, that is the typo error. Yeah, tools, it's tools, not the tools. Yeah, sorry, this is my
yeah. Sir, just small questions to from my side. Actually, as you have told that I love PDF website is there. Whatever you want to convert, you can convert. But the thing is that my question is that I have done numbers of times. I have the format of 97 to 2003 Word format. PDF file is there. I want to convert into Word file. It means that file was already in 97 to 2000 Word format. It was in PDF form. Then we are supposed to convert into Word form. Then its complete structure has been changed. Now, how to restructure this by manual? Yeah, any other tool is there.
Is the only thing which you have to do manually. There's no other option here. All right.
That's what.
So I got it. I got this. I guess these are the areas that we have to do it manually. I will.
Dr. Suhail, Dr. Anita is asking, can I add some information with regarding to making PDF?
Yes, you can do. You can do that. Yeah.
You can. We can do. We can do.
Yeah. So this is the screenshot
Hello.
for the answer. Yep. Go ahead.
Am I interrupting because I was asked to share?
Go ahead.
For this, I need to have a permission to share a screen for just 1 minute.
Maybe later on, once the session is over, after Dr. Suhail's presentation, then we can go ahead.
Sure.
Thank you, Dr. Anita. Yeah, please, Dr. Suhail, go ahead.
All right. Thank you. Dr. J also shared Joreto can be used as recognized in a better way. I haven't used it. Perhaps the others can try. So this is the home screenshot for a daily page, how it look like. So you can create a reminder email or free writing. You can, those who got a writing habit, you can use this website as a free tool. Linga, as I mentioned, this is for the grammar check and all. This is a picture for Google Scholar. And this is for academia.edu. Also, you can access some articles, textbooks, PowerPoint presentation. Even you can upload your own if you'd like to share with other communities. Mendeley, this is software plus now database for accessing journals and all. The software for citation. You can do any citation like Harvard or APA or Chicago, any other style, IEEE. You can do that. So this is the research gate whereby you can share your own the journals or articles that published, or you can also network with other researchers. Important tools, ChatGPT. I'm not going to this, but I want to focus here, last 10 minutes probably, focus on the literature review tools. This is the most interesting part, and it works like a magic for me. Now, while I take the research methodology class for the doctorate or even the master's students, most of the academician, they want the student to develop a kind of a proposal, and in the proposal we need to write. We advise our student to write the problem statement, the research objectives, research questions, and all right at the beginning. But for me, I want them to do a literature review first. Why I want them to do that? Because this is my personal experiences I'm sharing with you guys, that only when they read at least 10 to 15 articles, the area they are going to do the research, it will give them an overview of the whole topic. It will also, they can find the research objectives or research questions or the problem statement, the way they write from the other researchers. So from there, a new researcher will get a good understanding of it, right? So literature review, one of my examiner, he did in PhD in the 1990s. At that time, he told me that he go to the library and go to the physical books, looking for this and that, it's like crazy. So now I'm going to share these 3 tools with you guys that will make our life very easy. Those who are looking for or doing research publishing or PhD or supervising PhD or master students. The first website is Elicitum. Let me go to the actual website. It will give you a better picture. I hope you guys can see my screen now, right?
Yes, sir.
This is the homepage for Elicit. What is it? Ask a research questions. So most of us, when we develop research questions, or when we are identifying variables for our quantitative research, then we want to know what are the relationship between various variables and all. So if you put a question like, let's say this is my research, one of the research objectives, to identify the relationship between perceived usefulness and perceived attitude. Those who are doing research on the technology adoption, these are the two common variables. So the moment I put these research objectives, you see, they will find all the articles related to these variables. So first article exploring the relationship between the perceived usefulness, perceived ease of use, perceived enjoyment, attitude. So this is the article which was published in 2011. You can go for search. You can go, you see, it will come to the latest as well, right? So it will exactly show you what actually you're looking for. If you want to read their, what they call summary, perceived usefulness is the key factor influencing the, so you automatically know that these variables are discussed or used in this article. So you can go to that article and can read. If you want to find what you call the PDF for that, also you can go for the articles. You can just click into that and it will lead to this whole article abstract and all. Of course, there are some articles are free and some are not. But this one will give you at least an abstract so that you get information, right? So beside this, you can also use this website to find the relevant articles, or sometimes we for a particular variable we are using in our research papers or doctorate or master's level, we want to find citation in terms of supporting this variable or rejecting this variable. So this is one of the websites you can easily find out. Even my PhD time, I suffered because sometimes we're looking in order to justify our relationship and variables. So we need to go one by one in the group, and sometimes it is really a hard time. There are some question looks like, okay. Shakti said how to convert a few pages. Oh, okay, this I love PDF you can do, I think 15 pages free. After that, you need to subscribe, so you can do it. We have to split it separately. You can also use the I love PDF to split the PDF file. All right, we still need to reframe this review. For Rijesh Kumar, now you will get the supporting articles on that, right? So after reading this, so you can use as a citation in order to support, or so in order to reframe or not, it's totally up to you. Depend on your research objectives and what you need to do. Armit Kumar said Scopus is good. Scopus is a database, yeah. Of course it is good, but then Scopus, there are some open access, but very few. Most of the things we need to subscribe. And if you go to the Scopus, you cannot search articles variable wise. I mean, here, let's say I already identify I want to use 5 or 6 variables for my research, and I want articles only related to this. Of course, you can do search in the Google Scholar, but compared to do this, it will give you the more benefit. Yeah. So how Elicit is different. Scopus, as I mentioned, is they're only maintaining, they got different quartiles, Q1, 2, 3, 4. They only maintain those are be fulfilling the criteria of that. And Elicit, everything. Some you will find some of the journals not even Scopus indexed, but you will get some information. Dr. Anita said Scribit is also, yes, Scribit, they won't give you free information unless you upload your articles over there. So there are some advantages and disadvantages. So this one of the thing is Elicit. The second thing I want to go is connected papers. This is another important website, connected papers. Let's say I want to do a research on technology adoption. Now, this website will only give you the papers related to the technology. For example, you click that information technology adoption across time, cross-sectional comparison, pre-adoption or post-adoption beliefs. You click to this, it will give it like this. This also work like a kind of magic, you see? So you can go by the year, you can go by the author, you can also go by the theme. So this is another excellent tool for the literature review, right? Even if you want to search some of the articles, sometimes we search by DOI. You can also possible. It's also possible in your what you call connected papers. Again, you go to the home. Let's say you want to subscribe by DOI, just search. So you see, this DOI I clicked just now is an article, factors influencing technology adoption in online learning among the private universities students in Bangladesh. So if you click to this, it also group. It will also group like this. The similar or the connected papers. Sometimes students suffer because there is citation is less and they are not. They couldn't find the relevant citation to increase or to meet the minimum number of citation in their papers or in their thesis. So this is one of the area they can do. You can go from the prior works or derivative works. There are a lot of what you call options. You can use the filter. Now this also got a free version. I think for basic one, you can use as a free version. But if you want an advanced searchings and all, you have to go for subscription. I'm not sure how much per month they charge. So if you want to see the actual article, you click to this. This will lead to the journal website. So if it is free, you can access free, or sometimes you need to purchase. If you not, for example, this article is free. It was published in Scopus 1, MDPI also published, right? All right. Another question is, can we copy that? No, diagram is to indicate you this year or these are the authors. So the moment you click to the diagram like this, it will show you the what are the connection. For example, 2023, in January, there's a one published article. There was another one in you can see here also who is the author and all. If you click into this, the moment you click into this, you see here. You click this here, you can see this side who was the publisher, university student approach to online learning, technology roles, perceived support, effect or immersion or self-efficacy in technology. So the moment you click to this, it will come here again. For example, the next one you click, Lee 2021, that was the persistence, performance, and goal setting in massive open online courses. And it was published in 2021. Okay, it's helpful. Okay, Rashmi, thank you. All right. Now, the next one, this is even better. So the next one is, we call it Research Rabbit. Research Rabbit. I'm not sure whether you guys have heard about this or not. This one also you need to open an account with them. This is free as well. And when you log into this, it will be appearing like this. This one also acts as a database. You can save it here. For example, this is different projects I have created. You can go for a new collection as well. For example, if you want to go new collection and you want to see here, you want to go for a search. So you just go add papers. Let's say you want to see the customer satisfaction or you just key in your search item. Give me a minute. So if you want to find out, like say, similar article, language learning virtual location, the moment you click here, you can see if there's PDF, it will appear as PDF. If there's no PDF, no PDF, it will come in here. If you want to the similar work here, it will appear like this. So here also again, I got different parts. But if you, let's say you want to see article from 2015 or 2014, 2011, 2010, you just click one of the area. Let's say you want to see 2022, you click into this, it will be a selected one paper. If you want to read the details, you can read it here. And if you want to save it as a project, also you can save it here. So this is the actual article that was published in the Australian Journal of Educational Technology. All right, so you can use it. You can go search. Here, you can use the other functions. For example, the technology acceptance model, the article I read, so I saved it. So how to save it here? That click to this. So all the save work, you can put it here. You can find out the similar work or the earlier work. For example, the one I did it earlier. So you can find it here. I got a recent project on the metaverse. So these are some of the articles that I saved here for metaverse. If you want to put, there are different versions here. You want to see abstract, or you want to see the comments, you want to see the full article. Yeah, you can explore. Another function of this Research Rabbit, that those who are using EndNote for citation, you can just download the bibliography, right? Even if you select, let's say you select one of the project and there are 20 articles in the project, you can download as a CSV file the summary of the articles, where it was published, who was the publisher and all. You can download it all.
So we have 2 questions in chat box.
Okay, yeah, I got it. On the illicit, here is a tab on the extreme part of this. What kind of task can be done? Okay, I'll go to the illicit. How to search in here. In Research Rabbit, we can see what is already. Okay, never mind. Let me share with you. For example, you want to go new collection. Let's say you want to strategic human resource. You have created the paper here. Can you search for a green finance? You can search anything. You can search anything, right? So if you want to do any other, whatever what you call that, the function you can do. Now, if you remember any DOI, you can search by DOI. If you want to search for what you call a paper title, you can also do that. Or if you want to search by any keyword, also you can do that. For example, I want to search by DOI. So add directly. So you can find a DOI. So it is, they have already added, because I put a very specific. Now, how I want to see this, the one I have added just now. I click this or select all. This is the paper just now I put as a DOI. Or if you want to add paper, you want to go for keyword, like just now you said green human research. So I can search by the keyword. So you see how many articles on the green human resource. Number 1, top management, green commitment and green intellectual capitals as enablers of hotel environment performances. This was published in 2012. The writer, the first author was Gracia. So if you want to put in that, what you call folder I have just now created for SHRM, you just add to the collection. You can put. So you can go to the second article was published in 2022, whereby the author was Raza Khan, the impact of green human resources practices on hotel environmental performances, the moderating effect of green environmental knowledge and individuals. So if you want, you like this, you want to add, you can just click add. You can like this, you can go on like that. So I hope, okay, all right, got it. Now, what are the other function of these? As I mentioned that, now let's say I have already created SHRM, there are 4 or 5 journal articles. Now I want to extract here. So you can just extract from CSV file. You see the CSV file already downloaded. So you can also see here as what are the summary of the articles, who are the authors, when was it published, who was the publisher. I don't know whether you can see my, no, I don't think you can see here. Let me share the Excel file that I downloaded just now. This is what was downloaded for SHRM. So the article we selected 3 articles. That these are the DOI. If you want to see the article that saved impact of green human resource practices in the hotel environment, these are the 3 articles we just now saved and added to our project. So this is an excellent what we call tool for research Revit. One, you can search the relevant one. Most cases you will get the full text. Some cases whereby the journal you need to purchase it or subscribe it, really can't get, but at least you will get the abstract for that. Then the other good work is the functions are like, what are the similar articles? What was the earlier work was done on the similar topic? What is the later, I mean, the most recent? Who are the authors or who are the indicative authors? So if you want to go for a particular topic, that will lead to the subsequent in relation to the area of your research. Since there is some question, is it? All right, I think I have almost come to the end of the session that I wanted to share. So I have shared this ChatGPT. I don't share much research Revit and all. So I think that's all from my side. Any other question? And one of the participants wanted to share the screen. I think you can go and can share and ask the questions. Who was the respondent name?
Yeah, this is Rashmi. I just want to, ask you, you have showed after researching the papers, the Excel sheet, right? Where the data was captured, what you have researched. So just wanted to understand, I missed that, how that Excel sheet has been created. It was automatically from the research or what?
No, let's say you have created a folder on HRM.
Yeah.
And under this folder, you have selected 10 articles, right? So the moment you have selected all the articles, there is an option for CSV file download. So you can download the CSV file, it will capturing all the information.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's excellent. Okay. Yeah. So that is where we can use all these things in bibliometric and bibliography papers. Yeah. Wonderful session, Professor. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
So you need to go and explore all these things, because what I have shared, if it is the first time, it will be like gem. So when you practice this, you'll be getting slowly. Yeah. Correct. But for literature review, this 3 tool is kind of must for our students and also the researchers who is going to publish. So it's free and we can easily maintain our database. It will save time and it will be very efficient.
Dr. Suhail, one question was there from Swati that, and I also wanted to ask a similar question, that how to convert only a few pages of PDF document to Word instead of the entire document. Is it possible, or we have to take the full document?
All right. In that case, you have to take 2 steps. Number 1 is in the I Love PDF website, there is an option for split. So from the split option, you can identify what are the pages you want to convert from PDF to Word, because you do not want the entire document. So in the split option, you just keep these pages you wanted to convert. The others you don't take. So in the split option, you select 5 pages. So 5 pages will be one document. Then later these 5 pages you can convert to Word.
I request participants to please mute their mics. Mr. Arvind, kindly help us in this regard.
Hello.
Arvind.
Sir, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir.
Yeah. Thanks, sir. It's a very informative session. Sir, Research Rabbit and Manly. Actually, Manly is doing same thing. So, what is difference between these Research Rabbit and Manly? Because I am using Manly, so we can
All
also
right,
create a database
Mendeley.
in the Manly. Yeah.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You complete your question first.
Yeah, Mendeley, sir, we can also create a database for our research, what the objectives are there. So we can create also folder. But what is the differences between these Research Rabbit and Mendeley?
All right, good. All right. You see, Mendeley, initially it was focused only for the citation. It was a software. It was mainly for the citation. Recently, they also try to adding the database for journals. And the type of journal you will get in Mendeley very limited. Whereas you can't compare Rabbit research Rabbit with Mendeley in any way, because number one, Research Rabbit will give you advanced kind of search compared to Mendeley, and you can group it, right? So let's say you want to search on the customer satisfaction for the e-retailing. So they will only find out the articles related to this. And immediately you can make a folder, and you can also map to the connected articles and connected journals. So you can go on like this. This connected feature not available in Mendeley. Mendeley database are also not that big or not at large compared to the Research Rabbit. And Research Rabbit, the Outlook I have shown you just now, very easy to navigate. And even you can look into a particular folder whereby you can look into the group. Group means those who are also published articles related to the customer satisfaction for the e-retailing, probably not only in a particular region, throughout the whole world. So these are the basic differences.
Thank you.
Dr. Sohail, we have another question from Dr. Daisy. So in case we are converting any file, either from Word to PDF or from PDF to Word through I Love PDF documents. So what are the chances that the documents or the confidentiality of the document is missed out? Or what is the security of the privacy of the document? So is it very secure to convert such documents?
All right. To be honest, I've been using these for some time. So sometimes for different purposes, we need to do that. And I found it secure because they don't store any information. They don't store.
So we have another question.
You can export papers from the source. You can export. You can export because some of the articles they are PDF files, so you can download it immediately. Export in that sense you can't, because those are available by the publishers. Only you can export that. Otherwise, no. Because this is a free tool.
Sir, there are few participants who would like to connect with you over on your email ID.
Yes, we will share the email ID on
sure,
the group which we have formed. That is not the issue. We will definitely do the needful. Any other question?
I have shared my email as well. I'll try to respond. Any inquiry.
If there is any question participants still want to ask, they are free to ask.
Dr. Anita is here. She has a question, I guess.
Yes,
no, it's not the question. I was saying that if screen share permitted, I would like to show a very short and very easy, handy how to make any PDF without any application. It is an inbuilt in the computer. So I do not know how many people are aware of that, but I keep usually doing that. So
you can
if
share, Dr. Anita, you can share.
Professor Mohammed Sohail sir, can I demonstrate
Go ahead.
something?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So screen share allowed, sir?
The one admin need to permit.
Arvind, can you give Dr. Anita rights to share her PPT?
It's not a PPT, it's a screen. I just need a screen to share.
Yes, Dr. Anita, I have allowed it. I think you can try.
You. My pleasure. Thank you. I'll share. Okay. share. See, this is one of the things, and if I want to make this is an open Word document, and if I want to turn it into PDF, and in that too, if I want to have a selection that I don't want to get into first page or second page, so this is Control P. I do not know whether it will work or not in this. Okay, this card changes. Just 1 minute. Control P. I don't know. I don't think so. It is working on screen share. But if we do this Control P, great. So now this is Control P. Largely, when you are not attached to your printer, or even if you are attached to printer, see, you can have these many options over here. If you are attached to a printer, just unselect that and say Microsoft Print to PDF. And in there also, you can choose, type like which page number you want to print and which or size, or you can even change everything that you want into this and just say print, and you can even have 2 copies or 3 copies. It's just like this, and it doesn't require a printer, and the thing is ready for you. So I'll just say this, it's just thing, and you can give a name, PDF for report, and then you can just save it. So I'll just close this window to show you that I'll get share again. What? No, just 1 minute. I'll show you the PDF that has been created now. PDF, just 1 minute. Search home PDF. Okay, I'm sharing the screen. Just a minute. Share screen. Share. See, this is which I wrote, PDF for report, and I'm opening it for you here. So this is PDF. Total, I mean, whatever you have, this works for me. I mean, if you don't have any printer or any application on you, this works for me, and it is absolutely magical. That even it is
useful. Yeah, this is useful.
Even if you are planning to make an Excel sheet, if you want to use an Excel sheet, you just go ahead, say Control P and to an Excel sheet, and unselect your traditional printer.
Ma'am,
and
can you share your screen, please, ma'am? By doing that, we can easy to
I
able
just
to
shared and demonstrated Word file into PDF. You want me to do for an Excel also?
But
I think the
not visible, ma'am.
thing will be applicable to MS Excel as well.
Yes, MS Excel also. It will be. You want me to demonstrate? It will take just a second.
Please, ma'am.
Okay. So I'll go and share. Just a minute. I'll select one Excel sheet. Okay.
Your screen is not visible, Dr. Anita.
Yes, just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. I was opening an Excel sheet first.
Dr. Suhail, there is one question for you. Can you please share another example for content creation on Answer the Public?
Sure, I will do it. Let Dr. Anita to complete this.
Yes.
Okay, this is an Excel sheet. It has some numbers in it. And if I want to prepare this as a PDF file, it will, you just say, because there was only one column printed, you can say that you have a printing print ready, Microsoft print to PDF ready. You can select number of copies, and then you can change orientation, you can letter size, everything, and just say print. And again, then you can say Excel to PDF. This time I'll change this so that it is on, it is in downloads. Oh no, okay, it's okay. I mean, you can change that also, Excel to PDF. I say save, and it's saved. I'll minimize and go ahead and look for just 1 minute. Excel PDF, just 1 minute. It was there in the documents. So Excel to PDF. See, it's there. You got that PDF. It's 1-page PDF, Excel to PDF, Excel to PDF. So, I mean, if you don't have anything, and if you are in a place where you want to send something, this is my personal working experience. I just stumbled upon this thing. So,
okay.
And I thought that, it is useful at this platform to share that this is also a shortcut. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Anita. Yes, Dr. Suhail, the few questions for you. Can you answer them, please?
I guess this is one of the question is to show the another example in answer the public, isn't it? Is any other question? No. I don't think any other question.
Yes, sir. That is
Sir, one question. So sorry for interrupt you.
Go
Sir,
ahead.
any related to software for the plagiarism, so we can check the plagiarism. Any free software is available and reliable.
There are a few free software for plagiarism, but then I mean they are what you call number one, they only allow you to certain number of pages, for example 1 to 5, 1 to 6, and the other one is their depth of detecting the plagiarism is not that high. See, so probably I will share. I will email probably Dr. Sanjana later on. There are 4 or 5 still you can be used. I will share. Now let's look into another example for somebody asking that. Let's say I want to search for customer satisfaction. Now, if even you can search what you call the country and all. So if you want to, let's say, if you want to filter the area and language, we can do that. Customer satisfaction is a very broad term. If you want to probably customer satisfaction for online shopping, you can zoom into it. So you see here also the generating, the system will generate the search. See here, already generated 6.6K. That means 6,600 topics here related to the customer satisfaction. Let's be more focused on customer satisfaction for online shopping. Again, generating. This is a free version, that's why it takes a bit time. Those who are subscribed, it even faster, the search. So here, now even didn't detect how many, but they're already. Now, the first question was, what are the advantages to the consumer for online shopping? So this is one of the topics. So if you click to this topic, it will lead to this. See, list of the topics. Let's say you want to go for importance for the satisfaction for customer online shopping. It will relate to the journal. See, a journal relating to the retail industry. So this is the journal look like, published in 2019, customer satisfaction in online shopping in retail industry. So this answer the public is not only detect you what you call the website, it will detect you the website, some of the video, some of the journal articles. Sometimes it will lead to you some PowerPoint presentation done by some other students from the different parts of the world. I hope answered that.
There is one more question from Dr. Khan. We have diversified learners in MOOCs. What, according to you, are the underlying fundamental features one has to keep in mind while posting the content? For example, what must be the ideal length of the video? How many graphics, how many videos or slides must be inserted in a single passage? Shall the instructor use excerpts or mere inferences while structuring a MOOC? These are the few questions.
I think it's a list of questions. Yeah, let me answer one by one. What must be the ideal length of a video? Video within 10 minutes will maximize the benefits. After that, there are many surveys that video longer than 10 minutes, audience don't have the patience to observe all with the same patience that start for first 10 minutes. So again, there is no hard and fast rule on that. Number two, how many graphics is up to you. How many graphics you want to put. Use different graphics so that it can absorb the attention of the audiences. And how many video slides must be inserted in a single passage. This one I didn't get it. How many video in single passage means probably you are trying to understand for a single lesson. Again, make sure there is a proper combination of the PowerPoint, the presentation, the information, and the video. If too much video, also student will be boring. If there is no video,
a very good example is your example today, which you have quoted in front of all of us, because you were explaining the content and you were showing the videos, you were explaining them perfectly. So I think your presentation is a perfect example for giving this answer. So you were highlighting each and everything, videos, examples, content. So everything was in very, very sequential manner, because if you show only videos, the participants will get bored. If you don't give any videos or don't quote any kind of examples, then again, participants will become bored. So you have to have a proper sequence of each and everything as per your understanding. So that is what my understanding is. Please go ahead, Dr. Suhail.
Sure. This is what I was trying to explain as well. Thank you, Dr. Sanjana. The other part is when you are presenting the video, it should be related to the content and all, because this is an online content. If somehow we need to make it very attractive to the audiences, we need to make sure they are not bored. At the same time, we have to grasp their attention and we have to provide the information. So these are the thing that we need to keep in our mind while we are developing the e-content for learners. Shall we, how many video? Okay, shall we instruct this?
Slides should not be like having the similar kind of content again and again. Duplication should be avoided, and all the slides should have different catchy thing, so that the participants don't get bored and they feel that this is again a new thing which we are looking at and something new will come up. So all these small things, I think while doing practicing, we will get to know slowly and slowly. And as I already said, today is the best example which we have seen. Dr. Suhail's presentation was excellent presentation. And we can go ahead with that. Dr. Khan is asking one question, that on SWEM or NPTEL, the minimum lecture length runs from 30 to 35 minutes and can expand up to 55 minutes. On the contrary, the lecture video in course run for 16 to 8 minutes on an average.
Yeah, another sharing good experiences, but the length of the class duration, it depends on the countries as well. In Malaysia, for a 3 credit hours module or course, we have 3 hours class, whereby in the subcontinental countries, they have a class duration of 45 minutes and so on. So in US, again, duration is different. In UK, also different. So it really depends on the academic framework in India, probably the UGC, the University Grant Commission, got a guideline. In Malaysia, we call MQA, Malaysian Qualification Framework. In UK, we call it NARIC. In US, we call DEC. So there got different framework we got to follow. How do we evaluate for each credit hours? So that is something that the academician can decide, following their own guidelines from the government and education policy.
Many participants are from education background in this particular platform, and they must have learned the lesson plans, how to make the lesson plans, how to go ahead with the videos, examples. So they must have an idea how to prepare the lesson plan, which should consist of all these parameters which we are talking about. So there is no as such guidelines given to any academic or academic organizations or universities that you should have this much of content or this much of videos. This is on it is also depend upon the topic which you are delivering. I think it depends upon the topic, the content, how you are going to deliver. So all this consists of, I think, each and everything you need to keep in your mind while preparing your lesson plans. So Dr. Jaisingh is writing that, can individual teacher make MOOCs and run without permission of SWAYAM or any other platform, any other online platform? Can you
MOOCs itself is an massive online courses, so it involves the online platform. Again, whether you can run or not is depend on the local authority and all. Something you got to decide, but it requires the online platform.
Yes, yes. So, any other question?
I have shared the few free
what is
software.
this? So you have shared? This is what is this, sir?
Free plagiarism check website.
But
so
as you said that all these plagiarism applications are not totally free of cost. But if they are free of cost, then only they can show the results for 5 pages or maybe for the 6 pages, but not for the entire article or for the entire book. Yes.
But the one I gave, it will meet the basic purposes. All are free.
One question was there, which I also want to ask. Yeah, too many content is on. Any website to download the free book? So is there any website?
There are. That is a differentiation we call OER, online open education resources. It will take some time. I don't know where I put it. There are a list. Probably I will share with Dr. Sanjana, and then you can share with the other participants. There are a list of the free books. There are some community. They share that free textbooks.
Dr. Khan has lots of questions related to MOOCs, and I'm sure that all these questions will be answered during the next few days. But still, he has asked this question that what will be the priority of MOOCs? Cover the syllabus, cover fundamental information in a crisp, lucid, and interactive manner. Dr. Suhail, can you answer this?
Could you please repeat?
Dr. Syed Khan is asking that what will be the priority of a MOOCs? Cover the syllabus, cover fundamental information in a crisp, lucid, and interactive manner?
MOOCs, depending on the nature of the platform, some you will have the interactive session. For example, in order to have the interactive, you got to be live or online sessions. But what is important in the MOOCs is to be more informative. We need to design our courses in such a way it is self-explanatory, because you can't be present in every time in the online, right? So we need to bear in mind all this information, that content got to be self-explanatory. That's why one of the area on the sculpt, the structure, color contrast, the language, the other part got to be as much as possible perfect. So that will help us or serve to get the purpose of MOOCs.
Thank you so much, Dr. Suhail. Then Please, we will take all these questions for the next sessions, which are starting from Monday onwards. Dr. Komal, please go ahead. You're not audible, Dr. Komal. Dr. Suhail, we are very, very happy to have you today with us, and thank you for your wonderful presentation. And you have given a comprehensive presentation on numerous new tools and applications required to make our teaching and learning better, and of course, for our overall professional development. It was really saying it was an excellent presentation, and many of the new tools which you have explained, they are absolutely very good and out of the box. It was brilliant to listen to your ideas today, and I must say that it was a holistic presentation. Personally, I liked the answer the public one tool is very, very informative. So it was too good. And I can see all the participants were so active during your session, asking so many questions, and they are so enthusiastic while asking their questions. So happy, so grateful to you for your presence today. And so much thank you for everything.
Thank you very much.
You
It
so
is my
much.
pleasure.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. So my pleasure to meet all the academicians. I saw it's more than 100 participants today. So it was my pleasure, and I'm very honored to be invited by the Dr. Sanjana and the MIT University. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Komal. You want to say a few things? You are the moderator of the session. Please say a few things.
Yes, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Thank you, sir, for providing the insightful session. Whatever the platforms you have told me, I believe this will be improve our practical knowledge.
For all of us. They were helpful for all of us. We are educators, and
Yes,
we
sure,
got so much of information today.
Yes, and I really would like to take a moment to express our sincere gratitude for sharing your expertise and insight with us today. Your knowledge and passion have made this session truly exceptional. Thank you, sir, for your insightful talk. And
thank you so much.
I really would like to appreciate our participants also for their participation. Our chat box was full of questions, and I hope all the questions were answered and all the participants got a very nice and informative information so they can improve their professional practices.
Thank you. Participants, I request you don't go away. I need to just give few tips for Monday's session. Thank you, Dr. Suhail. Thank you so much.
I leave it first, no problem. So I leave first. Thank you very much.
So dear participants, we had a wonderful session today. I hope you enjoyed, and I can see all of you were so actively involved. Thank you so much. Dr. Deb, you were listening since morning. I was watching. I think you are in your office right now, but it's lovely to see you. And can you just switch on your video so that we can click one photograph? Now we have become a family now. See, so we can just click our, see the faces of each other and click few photographs, because once these photographs will go on the report, you will like it, because everybody would like to see their faces in the report. Yes or no? Yes. Rashmi, please join. Sheetal Bhagat, please join, because two cameras in between, if they are close, they don't look nice. Brajesh Kumar, I think he has already left. Okay, still we will click photograph. Smile, please.
No, ma'am, I'm there.
But your camera is off, Brajesh.
Ma'am, you people have disabled my video.
Ma'am, my camera is also disabled.
Mr. Brajesh, you were sleeping in between. You know, you were lying down like this, and it was so awkward for me.
My camera is also disabled.
See, I request everyone, this is a humble request. You are, we are one family. Yes. So please, when you are on camera, it doesn't mean that you cannot switch on your camera. You need to switch on your camera, but don't do it like this or.
Yeah, I understood, ma'am. I understood. I really apologize for it.
My camera is disabled, ma'am.
Who is this?
Dr. Mahesh Manchanda.
Mr. Arvind, please allow everyone for a second to open their cameras because we need to click photograph.
Yes, because I am not able to enable my camera.
Mr. Arvind, can you help us, please?
Ma'am, he have a rights.
Maheshji, you have rights.
Okay, thank you.
Sheetal Bhagat, Rashmi Soni, are you there?
Tanushri Srivastav, Gunjan Sharma.
Okay, please smile, sit straight, all of you. Don't like this or like that or like this. Lying down like please. Great.
Really sorry for that, ma'am.
Moderators, you can also click it. Lovely, wonderful. When the screen is like this, I love this kind of screen, you know. I love to see all your faces, such a smart and beautiful faces I can see. So I expect this kind of scenario on every day. Fine. So few tips for Monday, dear participants. On tomorrow, please relax, enjoy your Sunday. But on Monday, we have our plenary session on digital pedagogical tools for blended learning. And the session will start at 10:15. So I request you to join 5 minutes before. And Professor A.K. Verma, who is from Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology, would be taking the session. Then Dr. Dotesh Tripathi, who is from Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University. And then Dr. Uma, who is a Pro-Vice Chancellor of IGNOU. And then Dr. Sonam, they will be taking the session on the same sub-theme. So looking forward to have you there. And I'm just sharing the link for today. That is a feedback link and the reflection of the day. Kindly fill up and submit today itself. I hope everybody has filled up yesterday's link. Yes? And I hope everybody has joined that WhatsApp group because I keep posting all the information on that group. So if you have not joined as yet, please do join. I have sent mail to each and every one.
Ma'am, can we have recordings of yesterday's session and today's session?
The recordings, no doubt in that, we will be sharing because once we receive the recording from our head office, I would be sharing those recordings on the WhatsApp group.
Absolutely, ma'am. Please do me
Thank you, Mr. Amrit Kumar. Good afternoon. Good to see you. You are from Amity only?
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Ma'am, in the meanwhile, can you share the live link of YouTube so that we can
I will
access?
definitely share. I am sharing all the PPTs, yesterday's PPTs I have already shared to all of you.
Yes,
and today's PPT also I would share. मुझसे आप इतनी चीजें मांग रहे हो, मेरी आप इतनी बात नहीं मानते हो कि अपने cameras on रखो और keep posting your questions, keep interacting with the resource person. See, if we have many benefits of online education, then we have little restrictions also.
Yes.
So we have to go beyond those restrictions. अब आप इतनी दूर से चलकर यहाँ पर आते attend करने, वो भी एक that is also a very big task. So when you are getting the platform which is so easy, accessible, then why not to take a full benefit of that? But along with that, you have to bound to few norms and regulations which I expect from you. So I look forward to see you on Monday. You all are expert in your own fields. We are one family and we take care of each other. So please be present there tomorrow at 10:10. Fine. If you have
day after tomorrow, ma'am. Day after
please,
tomorrow.
this is the right platform to discuss here. I request again to please fill up this form. I'm just sharing this link with you. This is a feedback form plus assignment form for today.
I want to add something. You are the binding force behind all of us being, live all this throughout the session. Because we have all attended many other online workshops, but the way you moderate and your team moderates and that's wonderful. Once again, I want to thank you.
Thank you so much. But I must tell you that this success is only because of you people. If you are not with me, then I must be shaking. So you are with me. So that's why we are making this refresher course as an excellent course. And I hope you all will get so much of information and you will be an excellent faculty, better faculty than before. So all the best. I have shared the link with you. Kindly fill up and be there on Monday. Thank you. Namaskar. Thank you, Dr. Neha, Dr. Komal, for your kind help, for your kind support. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good
Thank
day.
you so
Enjoy
much.
your Saturday, enjoy your Sunday, and come back on Monday with lots of energy and enthusiasm.
Yes, happy weekend to all of you. We are
Thank
looking forward for Monday. Let's join on Monday and make a successful session on Monday.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, Dr.
Thank
Rupali,
you.
Sharma, good to see you.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Good to see Bisal. Harish ji, good to see
Thank you, Dr. Sanjana.
Thank you so much. Akansha saying thank you for joining.
Hello, Sanjana ma'am.
Thank you so much. इतने अच्छे आप हेलो कर रहे हो, मंडे को आप मेरे को दिखोगे नहीं तो मेरे को बहुत बुरा लगेगा.
मैम थोड़ा सा कॉलेज के वो रहेंगे.
नहीं मैम, हम तो रोज दिख रहे हैं, कल भी थे, आज
But when you are there on online, please open your cameras, try to interact. But attendance is must, because Association of Indian University is involved in this, and they are we need to submit each and everything to them.
Yes.
Fine. So we are also bound to few conditions. So just try to adjust with us. This is for your own benefit. This is for your own professional growth. I hope you understand. You all are academicians. You all are educators, and you have more experience than me. So we need to little push ourselves to attend all the sessions. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, bye bye.